Okay, let's start out with this is part two of Musings from the Hoodwood, the October 1st or second edition. I don't know what you want to call it. It's actually my, this is the third commentary, but this is a two-parter because this was running a little bit long. I have my soda, so I take a pull off of that. Take a pull off of yours when you're watching it. Continuing on to what I was saying about what was I at? I was talking about baseball, but let's go back to the script. I can look at it. Oh yeah, college football. I'm going to talk about a couple of things here about college football. First of all, my beloved alma mater, if you can see it here, the University of Cincinnati. I'm a proud grad and fan, and I was very happy to see the Bearcats win on Saturday, beating Virginia Tech 27-24 on a 39-yard bomb from Munchie Legault to Damon Julian. And no, that's not his real name. His given name is Benton, but I would go by Munchie too if I had a name of Benton. I don't know if I would like that. I wouldn't want to say anything about someone's parents, but really, a name like Munchie is a lot better than a name like Benton. So, but the Bearcats are now ranked. They're 23rd in the USA Today poll, and for that, salute. But I'm going to talk about another team that just played ridiculous. I don't know if you saw it. Everybody's talking about it. Geno Smith with his ridiculous 45 of 51. It doesn't make any sense. You don't even get those kind of numbers playing Madden. You could go and play this PlayStation right now. I can guarantee right now you could not throw 50 some passes, even with it on super easy. You wouldn't be able to make complete complete 45 passes out of 51 throws and not at least have one pick. He threw 41 5 of 51 for 656 yards and 8 touchdowns. That wasn't 2 games. That wasn't a month. That was one game. One. He had 8 touchdowns. He had no interceptions. He had 6 incompletions. Try to wrap your mind around that because I had some trouble with it myself. I thought about it. I looked at it. I was like, wait a minute. 45, 51, and he didn't throw any of the passes that didn't complete, all hit the ground. So you're throwing 51 times and not incompleting any, I mean, you incomplete 6 passes. You're not throwing any interceptions. You're playing at a different level. Now the Heisman talk has already started. Can a person win a Heisman based on one game? That's the fluid. But I digress. You don't think you can win one in September? I don't think it. But he put himself on the front, at the front, top of the mind awareness talk. The Heisman voters are going to say, hey, Geno Smith had a really great game. It was against Baylor. It wasn't against North Bufu State. It wasn't against Hoodwod University. It was against Baylor, a decent team, a Big 12 team. Now, the scale goes up a little bit because West Virginia has to play Texas next week. If he can put up those kind, he has to put. I mean, asking someone to put up 700 yards, or nearly 700 yards of passing is insane. But if he throws for, say, north of 300, maybe 400, those 3 or 4 touchdowns, and he's thrown 20 touchdowns this season without an interception. That in itself, those are some pretty sick numbers, people. And that may very well in itself get him at the front of the line of the Heisman because there aren't too many. I mean, there aren't too many front runners. Monty Ball has played horribly the first month. There's no one really in, say, the SEC that you're thinking. Honey Badger, hurt, got himself kicked out of school. I mean, he's back in school now, but he's not on the team. You don't have anybody really in like any of the Eastern markets. So right now, Geno Smith's at the front of the line for now. If the Mountaineers keep winning, his stock is going to keep going up. And if he continues to put up anything comparable to those numbers that he had, he might very well have the statue in his trophy case come the end of December. You never know. Moving along, one other thing. I do one thing every week. It's called uh, Fat Dap and Head Slap. Fat Dap is to someone I think deserves accolades, and the Head Slap is someone I think deserves to be ridiculed. It's just the way I see things and the way I feel. You don't like it, it's my YouTube program and you're watching it, so kind of know what to expect. This week's Fat Dap goes a little bit off the sports grid. I'm giving a sports grid. I'm sorry. It's going to Whitney Crop, who is the now becoming famous West Michigan team out of West Branch, Michigan, who was nominated for her school's homecoming court by a bully as a joke, something to ridicule her. But instead of taking it something to be ridiculed, the community rallied around uh, Whitney Crop and donated a dress, got her all made up, and she was well received by the town for the homecoming game. If you look at Musings from the Hood, whatever picture of her, I call her Hoodwod's homecoming queen because that's what she is. Because she stood up against bullies, and being someone who was bullied myself when I was in, grade school and junior high, I know what it feels like. I know what it's like to be put down and picked on and called dumb names and stuff just because you look different and don't say the right things. What Whitney Crop did was great. Her standing up for herself and being articulate and thoughtful in what she said. And that for herself, for being well received, the school that looked out for her was beautiful. But what she did, standing up for herself, was as beautiful as well. So that goes to her. I'm a fan of hers. I've liked her Facebook page, and if she can never get a Facebook request, I mean, getting a Facebook request from a 40-year-old man to a teenager may sound weird, but I would want to be friends just to say, hey, someone I can point out to my daughter, say that's somebody you can look up to because they stood up for themselves, and that's a great thing. Week's head slap goes to Jim Stillwagon, who decided to have a road rage incident against someone just because they cut him off in traffic. Road rage is something that I think is stupid. Just because someone cuts you off in traffic, just because somebody doesn't let you in, why are you gonna get mad at them? There's too many things, too many stupid people out there. If somebody comes at me with a gun because I cut them off, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, and you don't know who you step into. Like the old Arrested Development 2, you don't know who you get two step to. You get stabbed, shot, beat up. You don't know what's going on. And Jim Stillwagon acted like a bully and chasing somebody from one side of the county to another, playing break check, racing one another. It's like, what's the point? I mean, the person he was fighting with holds some culpability to it as well, but the people should know better. You're grown people. You should know better. It's silliness. Well, that's pretty much it for the Musings from the Hood this week. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to look it up. I try to post usually Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday. I usually put the column up first, but I'm waiting for a YouTube video to post, which I'm showing off my man cave, where I'm the palatial studios where I'm filming this. And I hope that you take time out of your day or your week sometime, stop by and say hello. Comments are always welcome. And until next time, see ya.